Hey YouTubers, this is Larry, and this is my anniversary for my 68 Shovelhead. We'll do a little anniversary ride today, and also Goofy Bastard Challenge. So that means no editing, anything like that, and talk the whole time. That's like 7 to 10 minutes. So we'll see what I can come up with here. Don't hit that car. It's kind of weird. I did one earlier, and somehow or another the thing didn't start recording until about 2 minutes after I got going. So I don't know why it had a pause in it, but it did. A little foggy out. My bike's covered with I don't know what you call that. Not frost, but mildewy. Dew, that's dew, not mildew, but dew. Hope it don't get on the camera. Camera's not waterproof whether you got the microphone hooked up. External out microphone. Now I got a rooster tail coming up. That's my buddy's house over at Nick's. We were looking for a bike for him the other day. Looked at two of them and they wanted too much for him, so we'll go look again. He called me earlier about looking at one, but I had to trying to get this done here for the Goofy Bastard Challenge. All right, got to do a little shout out for FAM 22 coming up in July the 21st through the 23rd. That's in Tazewell, Virginia. Get together for the motorvloggers. And Mr. G 1965 is putting it on, and they rented Moose Lodge. It's a lot bigger place than last time, so it ought to be better. Everybody can get together and do different things, games and whatnot. So I give a shout out to Mr. G and 10 Rides. They're putting it on, and they've already done a couple things going on there. You check their channels out. They got good channels, good guys. Let me try to see what I'm doing here. All right. See what's going on here. Get up the road here. When I talk, I'm not much of a talker, and I'm definitely not much of an editor, so that'd be good for me because I don't edit anyhow, so I'm not good at editing. Can't teach you old dog new tricks. That's me, the old dog. I just had a birthday the other day, 70, the big 7-0. So I guess this will be talking the whole time. I got a story to tell y'all. How to get through this light. The light's not there. We go. Take up some of this time. Me and a buddy of mine made plans to go to Daytona a couple years ago. A couple, it's 10 years ago now. His company was paying for his car, gas. Well, not his car. It's a company car. And he travels all over the world, different places. I don't know, my camera's getting wet. Let me see. Trying to stay out of puddles. So we made a plan. He planned a trip to Daytona. His company has paid for the motel, paid for all the gas and everything. Can't do it, it's raining too much. I'm gonna mess up my camera, I believe. Let's see. Where was that about the camera? I mean about the about the trip we took. Okay, his company paid for everything. So I went out and bought a trailer. So he needed a car down there to go on his business trips when he's down there. So I paid for the trailer. His company was paying for, he didn't know, his company didn't know we were towing a trailer down there with their car, but he put the trailer hitch on the car. I bought the nice trailer, and we had a great time down there. So next trip, which he had a job up in New Hampshire, so we went to New Hampshire, had a bike fest up there, Laconia, the oldest bike fest in the country, bike rally. Not the biggest, but the oldest. It's bigger than Daytona, bigger than Sturgis. So we went up there, towed the bikes, had a good old time. We did go across ferry through New York Sound. I'm not sure exactly what the sound's called, but I'll tell you what, the bikes were tied down, and they weren't that'd have fell over easily, because it was rough. I didn't know the sound would get so rough, but it did. Anyhow, we went up there, had a good time. On the way back, the car broke down. His company car broke down. They say it broke down, and the bikes were on the back being towed. Come to find out, he miscalculated on the how much weight that car could tow, and it tore the transmission out in his company car. So he was worried about he'll get in trouble and get fired from work. So we got it towed to a dealership, and the dealership said, yeah, the transmission's bad. We're gonna have to replace the transmission. Can't fix it. You got to replace it. That's kind of weird. But anyhow, they had to put another transmission in it, but they had to order it. I said, I don't know if I told you, but my wife was with us. And my son had called us and said the dog was having problems. So while we're sitting waiting on the car gets fixed or something, she had to get back to take care of the dog. So we had to fly her back. That was $300. So, come to find out, it did enter transmission, and it won't go be there anytime soon. So his company rented us a different vehicle, but he wouldn't rent us a truck. He didn't want to take a chance, and doing a truck and having towing the bikes back. So we had to leave the bikes there at the dealership, which they had a place for us to leave them there, the trailer and the bikes, and come on back home. So we came back home, and then the bikes were ready. I'm sorry, the transmission was ready to go back up there and pick up the bikes and everything. But it won't be there for a while, so let me go back up a little bit. He got a pickup truck from his daughter, and he put a trailer hitch on the pickup truck, and we were going over there to go back up to New Hampshire to pick up the bikes. Not New Hampshire, I'm sorry. We actually broke down the other side of New York, which is Cincinnati. Is that what it is? Oh, Connecticut. One of the two. Big difference in two, but I don't remember which one it was. So we're going back across Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, going back to New Hampshire, and I got sick. I got sick as a dog. So he had to turn around and drop me back off in Norfolk. My daughter lived near there, and she took me home, and he went back and picked up a girlfriend that lived in Norfolk, and they went up there and picked up the bikes